That man is man-child, Sabrina Carpenter. Good morning, fellow humans. I think it's been 1 month since I started this YouTube channel, and my goal for June was 3 books. Okay, the 3 very specific books that I made first video about these books. So today I'm going to talk about these 3 books, and did I complete them? First one was Psychology of Money. Yes, I completed Psychology of Money. Psychology of Money is more of a self-help, non-fictional book. It teaches you more so about how to handle your finances, where to invest. I felt like it was more for investor than like someone who is not interested in investing money. That is one thing. Like if you are more into investing the money in stuff like shares and all those, then it is a good book for you. For people who are like not that into it, it is still a good book. There are some good messages in the book, good learning things. Like there are different chapters and each chapter teaches us something. This is specifically for, I think, like shares and investing and all those things. Technically it teaches you a lot about how to handle shares and all those. Like if you invest in multiple different shares instead of just one, you will have more chance of increasing your profits. That's like the part of this specific chapter. And so it's a good book if you're into investing. I'm not, so it was mostly because I thought it would teach something about the psychology of money, and it did. It's not like it did not, but it will be more so useful if you are into investing, and it's definitely a recommendation if you are into investing. I think Morgan Housel is an investor, so it helps with that. The second book on my list is The Servant Girl, which I have read. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I have read this book, The Servant Girl, and oh my god, it was a scary book. I have made a separate video on the topic of this book. It talks about psychology of an assaulter, and also about what happens when a person becomes too lonely and how easily they can believe that abuse is love when it's not. But if you are that lonely as was this girl, Hetty, you are more easily to believe in this thought that, oh, he's showing me some kind of attention, so it must be love even if it's abuse. So I have made a separate video on this book, and it is a good book to read. It's not that popular, and sometimes you might feel that it is glorifying abuse. It is not. It is just showing things from Hetty's point of view, and in that point of her life she is starting to believe that even if it's like abuse, it's still love. So just hold on to it, do not judge her so soon, and you will realize that this book is actually a pretty good story of survivors of rape, and like I don't know how to say it without making it child friendly, so like without demonetizing this video, but I think there is nothing to demonetize. I don't gain anything monetizable, so but it's a good book about survivor of rape and sexual assault. So that's a good book and definitely worth a read. Then the next book in my list was Sunrise on the Reaping, and surprisingly, very much surprisingly, I have read this book. Now you will ask question, why is it such a surprising thing that you have read this book? It's because I started reading Down Lambeth Way before this book, okay? And I was like, that book is so small that I would finish it and then I will read this book. But 2 days to the end of June, and I had reached like 30 pages of that book, and I was like, oh my god, there is no way I am completing that book before I complete this book. It's impossible for me to complete that book and then complete this book in 2 days. So I pulled the reader move, and I did what the readers do. I stayed awake till 5 a.m. every day for 2 days just to complete this book, because I wanted to complete it before June, okay? It was my goal, and honestly, at some point it wasn't even like because I wanted to do it. At one point it became because I have to do it. I'm laughing, but it's a really heartbreaking book. Like I was crying every single night. I was crying about this book. Like I think Susan Collins, if she would have just taken a dagger, right? There is this thing called dagger. If she had taken that and stabbed me in my heart and turned it, like twisted the knife right in my heart, it would have been easier for me and for her. She ruined butterflies for me. She ruined squirrels for me. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? No, it's not good. I do not approve of it. But yeah, that's the story. But this book is actually pretty good. If you haven't read Hunger Games, I would not suggest this book. I suggest you first read Hunger Games. Then, if you want, you can read Bird and Snake. If you want to read this one, it won't affect much. It would actually be more of a thriller. Like, why does Snow know so much about 12? Was it snow in? Yeah, if you read this book first and that book second, it won't affect much. But preferably read that book first and then this book first, so you can properly hate on President Snow, because I love hating on that man. That man is man-child, Sabrina Carpenter. She wrote that book. She wrote that song about him. Okay, he's a man-child. He's a proper man-child, and it's an amazing book. So if I have to give like stars, I don't like giving stars, because as time goes by, my opinion for certain books change. Like when I first read It Ends With Us, don't shout at me, don't shout at me. But when I first read It Ends With Us, I gave it a 5-star, because it was I was so new to reading that I thought that, oh my god, this is a masterpiece. But as time went by, I realized that it was pretty book. 5-star because I had just started reading and I had not read that many books, so I thought it was a genius book. And then as time went by and I read more and more books, I was like, what now? So I don't like giving it stars, but if I had to give it 5-star, definitely 5-star. Bury me with this book. I don't know. I want this book to be the final book I read before dying. I don't know. This book I will give 4-star. There is no reason for me to give it a 4-star. It was a pretty good book, but sometimes I just felt like it was a little inconsistent. There were some things, sometimes I even had to like physically control myself from punching people, but I guess that was a good thing, because but yeah, still the inconsistency was there, and I did not like how every single man in this woman's life assaulted her. Every single man except for her father and her future husband assaulted that woman. 4 stars for that. Okay, 1 star just for that. This is also like pretty good book if you are focusing on money. Like if you're really focused on money, this is a really good book. If you are that person, then this is a 5-star book for you. I am not that kind of person, so it is like a 3-star for me, because the lessons were good, but why do I need to know about investment when I'm not doing it? And I know I should. I should be saving more money, but still it's not for me. So for me it's 3-star. But if you are into saving money and investment and shares and all those things, perfect book for you to read. It's a 5-star for you. That is all my June's target, and I have completed all my June's target, and I'm really happy for it. I am going to make a video about my target for July, which are already looking very hard, because I haven't read a single page in the last 2 days. Okay, since 13th I haven't read a single book. I am still in trauma after Sunrise on the Reaping. I have no clue how I'm surviving still after all those tears, but I will see what I am going to read. I mean, I have decided what I am going to read. I will just see if I can read them now. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next one. Bye.